Really sad news that still in his early 50s, Trugoy or Plug2 or David DeLaSoul from DeLaSoul, from the pioneering hip-hop and rap group DeLaSoul, has passed away. He had some health problems around heart disease, and which is sad considering his name is DeLaSoul, which if one's not mistaken, translated from French, means happy heart. But he did absolutely make the hearts and the minds and the souls of so many people inspired and happy through his music, with his other band members, Pastor Noose and Maceo, forming this pioneering collective called DeLaSoul in the late 80s. David DeLaSoul, otherwise known as Trugoy or Plug2 from DeLaSoul, was born in 1968 in Brooklyn, in New York, in the USA. He's of American Haitian heritage, and being born in 1968, it was arguably the most radical year in the post-Second World War period, very much in terms of the insurrectionary radical Black Power socialist movements, particularly the Black Panther Party, were at its peak then. So people of David DeLaSoul, Trugoy's generation, grew up in the ashes of the US state crushing that particular upsurge of revolutionary and community working class struggle led by the black community in the form of the Black Panther Party and others, including the Revolutionary Action Movement, the All African People's Revolutionary Party, and Republic of New Africa, and many others. So really what Trugoy and DeLaSoul pioneered was like a continuation of that movement, but in the cultural and musical frame, literally coming out of the poverty around housing and employment and education and infrastructure which working class people have been imposed by the US ruling classes and the political economic system there. And this beautiful culture emerges of art, of dance, of music, of poetry in what is known as hip-hop. And DeLaSoul really encompassed that, and their creativity around their first hit album, 3 Feet High and Rising, in the late 80s, and the hits like Me, Myself and I. And Me, Myself and I is very much arguing that black youth should be whoever they want to be and not be defined and pushed or pressured into anything, to be themselves in a beautiful, creative, diverse manner. And that's very much what DeLaSoul and their greater collective of the so-called native tongues, encapsulating other groups like A Tribe Called Quest and others, in this real diverse, celebratory, colorful mosaic of working class black-led hip-hop culture. And more recently, the DeLaSoul band have reflected upon that time then, and have been encouraging young people today to be as creative as they can, not to be constrained by the contemporary capitalist colonial cultural norms, but to break out of that. And we would encourage people to look at the discography of DeLaSoul and enjoy it. There's so much vibrancy and beautifulness, and we send solidarity and love to the DeLaSoul community and the comrades and friends and family of Trugoy, Plug2.